It's podcast time.
Whoa, you just yelled. You just yelled.
It's time for the podcast.
The thing you're doing now, you're just going to start yelling?
Movie Epidemic.
Hey, audio listeners, Chadley's wearing a shirt with a piano on it.
Hey, man.
Guess you can't play piano.
Chadley
J. Fox.
It's true. It's true. I have very few skills.
That is true.
And piano.
And the skills you do have mostly involve sitting. So.
And piano playing is on the vast list of things I cannot do. So we're gonna talk about some interesting. We'll call the movies today. We'll call them interesting.
They're very different.
That's for sure. They're unlike anything I've ever seen before in my life. We're gonna talk about the Cobbler that stars Adam Sandler. Just spoilers, it's real shitty. But there's also, time to time Adam Sandler does a movie that's not shitty. So we're gonna do a top 5 Adam Sandler list, and let me tell you, that was pretty difficult. Pretty difficult to conjure together.
My top 3 are all That's My Boy.
I hope none of them are That's My Boy. That's My Boy might be one of his most unwatchable.
Nah, dude, it's all right.
And then we're gonna continue on watching these Avengers flicks. We're gonna watch Captain American, Captain American, the Winter Soldier.
A seizure?
Hey man, it's a
Bucky
stutter. Yeah, we'll talk about good old Buck. Good old Buck.
Uncle Buck.
And then we're going to talk about the new Oscar Isaac 6 movie. Most violent year.
Speaking of Bucky, we're going to be watching Uncle Buck next episode.
Hey man, what if Uncle Buck?
Okay.
What if they redid Uncle Buck, but I think
WWE has the rights to the sequel.
No, what if they made Uncle Buck 2 and it was but it had Avengers characters in it? How good would that be? Okay. It was Bucky Barnes threatening children.
Oh yeah, if Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Was out at a cabin and was taking care of kids or something.
Taking care of Steve Rogers' children.
Oh yeah, well he's away on the weekend or something. Yeah, that'd be great. Makes him a big pancake.
We should there should be a lot. I feel like that's the way the direction that this series is heading in, because eventually just all movies are going to be about superheroes. And
right, exactly.
Even our quirky comedies.
Go into day jobs and shit.
Exactly. And there's going to be no movies not about superheroes. But anyway, let's jump right into it. That's a fun idea, but
I bought one share of Disney today, so everyone go see Age of Ultron.
So you can make $3 off Age of Ultron.
Hey man, money is money. Hey man, I ain't arguing.
I ain't mad at free money.
Well, that's not really how shares work. You can't just buy one single one. You have to buy them in blocks of thousands. But that's not really what we're talking about here.
Let's talk about the Cobbler. So,
okay,
here's the deal: is that this is a new Adam Sandler movie, and basically the plot is that he's a cobbler, and if you don't know what a cobbler is, it's not like a peach cobbler. It's like a guy who does shoes.
Ooh. I wish this was about peach cobbler.
I wish this just was a peach cobbler. I wish instead of watching this movie, someone presented me with peach cobbler. But just one of life's little disappointments. So he's a cobbler.
Cobblers aren't there's no cobblers anymore, right? That's not.
No. That was one of the first things I was gonna say. Is I'm pretty sure this isn't a thing anymore. But
I just went to the fucking Bay and bought some Bay Days shoes, and they look cobbled.
You you wreck your shoes. Guess what happens? You fucking throw them in the garbage, dude. Then you buy new shoes. That's how the world works now. Nobody cobbles their shoes. Anyway, so this cobbler.
What is this, the 1800s?
This cobbler in
get real upset for no reason.
Modern day society is about, this guy, he has a magic stitcher, and basically what happens is when he cobbles people's shoes with this stitcher, if he puts them on, he can just be that person.
It's an ancient Jew stitcher.
Yeah, it's an ancient Jew stitcher. It sure is, buddy. It sure is.
It's actually the plot of the movie.
So they got this ancient Jew stitcher that they got from an angel, which they never clarified what that meant. They just said they got it from an angel.
Uh-huh.
And like at first, for like the first little bit, you're thinking to yourself, this is, I get it, ancient thing got from, it's a kids movie, right? It's a family friendly joint. But then he fucks a bitch in the shower, and it's like, oh, maybe this ain't a family friendly joint.
Yeah, that was weird. There's no, like, you don't know who the demographics are, because it's not kids.
And then they beat the shit out of a guy until he's like bleeding out his face. He kills a dude. Like,
but like adults won't like this movie.
It's one of those. It's one of those doesn't have a demographic movies.
Probably why it did so well.
But did this even go to theaters, or was this a straight to DVD venture? Was it like
it seems like it would go to theaters because it's like high quality. Like it seems high quality. It doesn't seem low budget, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like it has a budget behind it, but like it's so bad.
And not only that, but like they were able to pull in, like, it's Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi. They work close hand in hand. So Steve Buscemi, not surprised they got him to be in it.
Yeah.
But how'd they reel in Dustin Hoffman for this joint?
I don't know. What's Dustin Hoffman been up to lately? Meet the Fuckers? Are they making another one of those?
Yeah, that's true. Dustin Hoffman, he sure is out of work these days if he's going to be an Adam Sandler straight to DVD joints. But anyway, so he's able to become people. Oh, not to mention, like, here's my first complaint about this movie is that if you could be any of those people, like, he's constantly switching shoes the entire movie, and like I'm sitting there thinking, like, I don't know why he's not just gonna stay Method Man from the legendary Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, exactly.
I would just fucking be the Wu-Tang Clan.
You know what's one of the craziest things?
What's that?
Method Man might be the best actor in this movie.
I mean, I think that's debatable because I really like Dustin Hoffman, and you know this full well. I have a big soft spot for Steve Buscemi as well. But
yeah, I guess
everyone else. Now there's a villain in this movie. Like the Method Man guy, he's kind of the villain. But then there was also There's also this female villain with like a Dixie cut who's trying to buy up their land and get this old ass motherfucker out of this empty apartment building that she owned. First of all, that lady is the worst actress in the movie.
Maybe ever.
Shit's close, dude. Shit's close. But here's what
you could put me in a movie and I would be better than fucking half the people in this film.
But here's my biggest qualm is that her plan, of course, was to buy up this block. She already owned the block. But all she was doing was evicting people so that she could change the apartment building into something else.
Yes.
I
believe it was a shopping mall.
That's kind of how that works. If you're shutting down the apartment building to become a mall, you can't just be like, nah, though. If you're being evicted, it's not a nah, though.
You can't just pull a nah, though, if you're legally going about evicting someone.
Yeah, absolutely. She owned the building. She had every right to evict that man. She was not a villain. And they portrayed her like one, right? Because it's like, oh, this is classic history, right? And you're just trying to make money off shit. And it's like, no shit, she's a businesswoman. She owns a large house. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? But so the movie starts off. This is another. We've talked about this a lot the last few weeks, but it's another strangely balanced script. Is that you got your first like 25 minutes where they're introducing us to this character, and I kind of liked the first 25 minutes of this.
Yeah, the maybe half hour, like it's reasonable. I'm like, all right, this is shitty, but at least it's not like Grown Ups too bad. And then after that, it just starts to fall apart, and you're like, huh, what is happening? First of all,
it almost feels like a real movie at first. Like it feels like a real movie, and like then like right at the part where he realizes that he can become Method Man of the legendary Wu-Tang Clan, the movie just falls apart. And not only that, it becomes confusing and just kind of hard to watch. And here's the thing is that I was watching this movie. Did they have like some sort of contra deal with Pickles? Because like they bumped Pickles really hard in this movie. And
that's just a bit though. That's just a bit. Like they were in the writer's room and Adam Sandler's like, let's do a bit about Pickles.
No, but it wasn't just a bit about Pickles. It was just like he fucking just ate Pickles the entire movie. Like they barely even talked about it until the very, very end. They're just eating Pickles. Eating Pickles.
Well, there's no brand. There's no brand, so it wasn't a brand deal. So
but like they just but I think like the contra deal is just like with Pickles in general. Like,
big pickle? You think this is a big pickle conglomerate?
Or maybe all the pickle companies got together and was like, all right, here's the things that we can't afford as single businesses. We can't afford to, put branding in a movie. We can't afford to back a movie. But if we all join forces and then just make it pickles, people watch this movie and go out and be like, I need pickles, and they're bound to pick up one of ours, right?
Well, isn't like one of the main pickles owned by like Heinz or something?
Hey man, could have been, but like if Heinz were to like get in on this shit, they'd probably fucking make it like super fries. Like he's always eating like Heinz super fries or some shit. It wouldn't be pickles. I'm just saying.
True.
I'm just saying the pickle companies.
No, I get your thought pattern on that. It probably wouldn't be pickles here. I think you're right on that, but I'm just saying if you're a big pickle, you're not gonna set up a conglomerate with Vlasic,
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. But oh man, this movie, it was fucking stupid. Is what it was, and like,
and it gets dumber. It gets dumber the more it goes on.
And like at first when he realizes
even to the last second, it gets dumb.
Like when he first realizes the shoe thing, he does things that like I would think to do. Like
okay. Like I get it. It's a movie about you turn into different people. You turn into different people when you put on shoes. I'll accept that. But then like don't start killing people and then like just like going off the rails and shit.
And like, fucking women like naked shower scenes.
Oh yeah, that was great stuff. But he had to keep the shoes on. That's a good bit though.
Hey man, I would have just said to her, meet me in the bedroom and we'll bang, and then kept the shoes on. Been like, I like it when I keep my shoes on. Be like a weird little quirk. But like another thing that one of my favorite things he did, because it's a thing that you would do, right? Is that he went to a restaurant, he ate a meal, went to the bathroom, changed shoes, and walked out. How fucking
that's good.
That's good shit that you would do. But then like at some point in the movie, he just starts using his shoes to like get involved in crime, and like he goes to that like the crime lord's girlfriend's house and is like, I'm sorry, I'm a crime lord. I'm sorry, I'm such a shithead. And then the last little bit was interesting-ish, I guess, where he was using the shoes to like, to trick people and like fucking with people's head. Like when there was like that gangster goon who was trying to attack him.
When he was interrogating a gangster and he kept switching shoes, so it was like a lot of people were there.
Yeah, I mean they had a lot of actors for this movie, and let me tell you, like Adam Sandler, like I rarely say this, but Adam Sandler was certainly one of the finest actors in this film.
It's true though.
Yeah, like the
everybody was awful
when he put on the shoes and became like that.
Names.
Yeah, when he put on the shoes and became that lady man.
Yeah.
That's a guy, right? Like, that's a guy actor. I can only imagine.
Yeah. Of course.
Very bad. They're like just bad. Not a very good actor. And then like, here's the thing: is that this movie ends a few times. You know, there's a fake ending.
Yeah, there is a fucking false ending.
There's a false ending, and then spaghetti out. He's trapped again in a car, and then he changes shoes to like a corpse, and they're like, and they crash the car, and then it ends again, and then it ends a fucking again when he goes and finds out where his dad is, right? Because his dad left when he was a kid. Shitty thing. Turns out he actually didn't. He was just a friend of theirs with the shoes on. I'm giving spoilers because for sure fucking don't see this movie. But
the ending is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I almost couldn't believe what I was watching. And that earlier in the movie, he puts on the shoes of somebody who had obviously passed away, and he's a corpse now. He's a dead guy, right? Well, his dad brings him down to the vault, and it's like, these shoes have been passed down from generation to generation. You can be whoever you want. And I'm thinking, like, wouldn't most of those people be dead? Like, if not all of them? That's just dead people's shoes. And then the worst thing I've ever seen in my life that just begs an explanation. I walked away with more questions than I had coming in. Is that he goes to the back of the barber shop where his dad has been working, and he's got a fucking chauffeur waiting for him in a beautiful, nice car, and it's like,
it was fucking baffling, dude. I was like, what is this? Is this a superhero movie now? Like, what is this? He still worked at a bar as a barber. How does he afford that chauffeur? What did he do? And didn't it fly away or something? I watched this so long ago.
Dude, I don't think it flew away. But
I thought it flew away into a shot of the moon or something.
You know what? Ridiculous. That would be good. That would be almost better. And it's just like, it's a ridiculous movie up till that point, but then it just like blows my mind from that point on.
Dude, I was buffaloed.
I was floored by that.
Because if they would have went with any of the false endings, I would have been like, all right, shitty movie, but fine. But this is like the worst ending you could possibly write.
Yeah, the real ending that they did ended up being 10 times shittier than anything they could have done.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. So I'm giving this a seal of 100% fuck no.
Oh yeah, this is solid 100% fuck no. This is one of the worst movies. This is easily one of the worst movies of the year. You may see it on my worst movies of the year list at the end of the year. Who knows?
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that because this was shitty.
I'll tell you what. 50 Shades of Grey, that's going to be hard to dethrone.
All right, I'm with you on that one. Now, Adam Sandler, he does almost exclusively garbage films. Some of the worst movies I've ever seen, for instance, the Grown Ups franchise. Sure. Grown Ups, fun fact about Grown Ups. It's actually one of the 3 movies I've walked out of at the theater. And like I was like 14. And was like
before you knew what good movies were.
Yeah, before I knew what good movies were, and I was like, this has got no fucking plot. I'm out of here. Like fucking 40 minutes. I walked out of that movie. I walked out of Transformers 2.
Good choice.
And I walked out of Max Payne. And like whenever I tell people that, they're like, well, did you get your money back? You know that if you walk out before like 45 minutes or whatever, something like that. They're like,
it's half an hour.
It's half an hour. If you walk out half an hour before, you can get your money back. And I always just say, like, I took the risk. I bought it. I against my better judgment, bought a ticket to see Max Payne.
Yeah, that's true. That's fucking shit's unwatchable drivel.
It's fucking shame. But every now and again, and it's incredibly.
Who was that? Was that Marky Mark? Who was in that shit?
You know what? I feel
like it's always Marky Mark.
Was it Marky Mark?
Wasn't
it like Zachary Quinto or something?
No, it wasn't Quinto. It wasn't my boy Quinto.
Let's take a look. I'm taking a look at it now. Oh yeah, no, it was Mark Wahlberg.
Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be, right? He's the perfect Max Payne, right?
Yeah, it's fucking Mark Wahlberg. But every now and again, I don't know if it's by accident, Adam Sandler pumps out a movie that's actually not 100% garbage. Now, we did our top 5 Adam Sandler movies. He's done 50 movies?
He's done a lot of movies.
My list is 5 movies, and it is it's literally the only 5 movies he's ever done that aren't complete dribble and trash. It's the only 5 acceptable movies he's ever done.
So I'll go on record saying I like 2 of these movies.
I actually like every movie on my list, and I was surprised that I found 5 that I liked, but that was it. That was it. They were the only 5. They were the only options I scoured up.
Yeah.
You want to start? You're number 5?
Of 1998, Wedding Singer.
Hey, man, Wedding Singer is pretty damn good, man. You got what's that girl? Fake ass Renee Zellweger. What's her name again?
Yeah, that's her name.
Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore's in that joint. Her fiance, who's like a vicious wife beater, is probably like one of the funniest things in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw this once like 10 years ago, but I didn't remember hating it. So that makes the list.
It's pretty good. My number 5.
Steve Buscemi was in that one, wasn't he? John Lovitz or something.
You know what? Steve Buscemi's in almost all of them, so I'd imagine, yeah. Okay. I'd imagine he's in it. My number 5 is a little Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Yeah.
It's called Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love.
Now, Punch Drunk Love is like one of the only dramatic roles Adam Sandler's ever done, and I gotta say, like Adam Sandler, you're not good at comedy, but you're certainly not good at this either.
Yeah, I would agree.
That being said, Emily Watson is really good in it, as is shit, what's his name? Like you know the guy I'm talking about. Died. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Fuck, why can't I fat guy. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Jesus Christ, why'd that take me so long? Philip Seymour fucking crushes in. He runs like this scam, this like phone sex scam, and he scams Adam Sandler.
Yeah. That was good. That was good stuff.
It's a really good movie. I was actually surprised by this one. I thought, going in like, a drama with Adam Sandler, this is gonna be kind of shitty, but actually it's gripping. It's gripping. That's what we'll call it. So what's your number 4?
My number 4. What year did this come out? I guess it doesn't really matter. This is Billy Madison. Billy Madison.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with this one. Billy Madison has funny lines. My personal favorite is at the very end when he tells the puppy story, and the one guy says, "Everybody in this room is now dumber. You are awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul." But other than that, Billy Madison, it's a bad concept. We talked about this before, but Adam Sandler movies are just 90-minute bits.
That's true.
They're not
like,
bits.
Have you ever heard his really old stand-up comedy?
It's pretty funny.
Well, it wasn't really stand-up. Like he would do like sketches, but it was like a comedy album of sketches.
Yeah.
And there's like the talking. Do you remember the talking goat?
I do not remember that one.
Oh, the talking goat's one of the best. Like these dudes like find this talking goat, and the talking goat is Adam Sandler. And they're like playing football with them, and they like hit him in the face with it. And he's like, "Oh fuck my goat, asshole!" It's good stuff.
Hey man, that was a pretty good Sandler. That was a pretty good Sandler.
I can do Sandler as the goat.
Only goat Sandler. So my number 4 is The Wedding Singer. We already talked about this. Good ass movie.
Old man beat the shit out of me.
Fake ass Renee Zellweger. Drew Barrymore is in this movie.
Sure.
Of E.T. fame. Good ass movie. Now moving on. What's your number 3?
My number 3. This is the only Adam Sandler movie my dad likes. This is Big Daddy.
You know what? Big Daddy's real good, man.
Yeah, Big Daddy's good.
Joey Lawrence, Jon Stewart, Dylan and Cole Sprouse as like 3-year-olds.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, man, they're the kid. They're the kid.
Yeah, that's him.
That was like fucking like 7 years before The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like just think about that.
Yeah.
I saw when
those guys got to be like 40 now, right?
Oh yeah,
I
they're
don't know how
definitely
time works.
I remember seeing this movie in theaters like 4 times.
You saw it
Four,
in theaters 4 times.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, we saw this movie a bunch of times. My number three, it's a movie that some people like, some people hate it. My number three is Spanglish.
Yeah, Spanglish.
I really like Adam Sandler in like then this is sort of in like romantic comedy-esque roles. You know? Like I think this is where this is probably the best performance he's ever given, easily.
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say Spanglish is yeah, and I would like to see, and I feel the same way about Jack Black in a way too, because if you've ever seen a movie called The Holiday, it's like a romantic comedy, and Jack Black plays opposite Kate Winslet, and he's great. Like,
Have you ever seen Bernie?
Bernie? No. That's that short that's a sequel to Wall-E?
Nope. It's Jack Black mockumentary, and he plays like a serial killer in it, and it's pretty good.
That sounds phenomenal. But anyway, yeah, my number 3.
I can't remember who made them. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Spanglish. Tia Leone of Jurassic Park 3 fame's also in that shit. Here's the thing, though, is that Tia Leone, she's played opposite Adam Sandler, Nicolas Cage, and Jim Carrey. I think she can die, man. She can die happy.
Yeah, well, you hit all the big ones, I guess.
Once you get Nick Cage, though, I think that's sort of like be all end all. You're done.
Yeah, you don't need to work, right?
Once you've banged Nick Cage, you're good. You could even have a fake baby and then ask for alimony or child support.
Nick Cage doesn't have any money.
Drew spends a lot of it on coke. He's got a lot of coke money.
Cage does a lot of coke and has a lot of houses he doesn't need.
And a fucking pyramid tomb.
Yeah.
Man, that pyramid tomb thing is one of my favorite things because that's a real thing.
He's eccentric, man. He's real eccentric, and that's what I like about him.
He's so eccentric. Vampire's Kiss, great movie. Yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2, a movie called Happy Gilmore.
Hey, man! According to Movie Epidemic, number 2 best Adam Sandler movie of all time.
Hey,
Happy Gilmore. Now, Happy Gilmore, I always like because I remember I rewatched a lot of liked Adam Sandler movies that I liked as a kid last year, like Billy Madison, The Water Boy, Going Overboard, and Happy Gilmore. Now, those 4 movies, Happy Gilmore was the only one that held up, and I was scared that it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
There's some really good bits. Like there's multiple bits in this, including Alligator Eats a Guy's Hand bit.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
God bless Danny Glover. Bob Barker.
Rest in peace.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, rest in peace.
May he rest in peace by the end of this year because he's on my death pool. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be dead soon, right?
Oh, I would think so.
Happy Gilmore is full of really good bits. So that brings us to your number 1. What's your number 1?
My number 1 is a personal favorite. I don't know if it's his best movie, but it's the movie I like the most from Adam Sandler's catalog. This is Mr. Deeds.
I was worried you were going to say That's My Boy, and then I would have walked. No, personally, I'm not a big fan of Mr. Deeds.
Oh, I adore Mr. Deeds. John Turturro as the butler.
But it's not one that I think is like one of his shittiest. Like That's My Boy or Grown Ups 2. Yeah, it's all right-ish.
He gets the frozen foot.
Yeah, in Adam Sandler style.
Winona Ryder's in it.
Winona Ryder, yeah, and he rides her.
Love Mr. Deeds. Gets in the fucking helicopter and shit. Oh, it's great shit. Love Mr. Deeds.
Now, my number 1 favorite Adam Sandler movie is a movie I could literally watch any day of the week because I actually genuinely love this movie. We already talked about it a little bit, man. My number 1's Big Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
I really like Big Daddy, which is shocking because Adam Sandler, like, 100% fuck that guy.
I thought you were gonna say Anger Management.
If I said Anger Management, I would ask you to walk. I remember I knew a guy, and he was real dumb. And I was telling him about how I thought Jack Nicholson was a great actor, and he was like, "He's okay, man. The only good movie he ever did was Anger Management."
Oh man, I remember that conversation.
Yeah, I almost walked. I almost walked, dude. I almost walked out of life.
And then like 30 seconds later, he's like, "Nick Cage is a better actor." And
Yep. You're right. I forgot you were there for that. I remember that conversation very well because it's one of the most shocking moments of my life.
That'll stick with you, eh?
Yeah, that'll haunt me, dude. That'll fucking haunt me until
the only good movie he's ever done is Anger Management. That's why I thought I got you guys confused. That's why I thought you liked that movie.
Wow, I'm glad that you think so highly of me.
I thought you liked Anger Management.
Dude, fuck you, no, Anger Management's so bad, dude.
Dude, I went through my whole life thinking you were a fan of that movie. Just
how dare you? How dare you, dude? How dare you? You're soiling my good name by telling people I like Anger Management.
Yeah, dude, I thought you liked Anger Management.
Dude, no. Even as like a kid, I remember walking away going, pretty bad, man. I was
hanging out with Zach one time, and we were looking at stuff on Netflix, and he's like, Anger Management. I'm like, it's a shitty movie. I think Brad likes it.
He's like, son of a bitch! You're soiling my good name. You're telling people like Anger Management.
I thought you were a fan of Anger Management.
Oh, 100%. It's just yelling bits. That's all it is. It's 100% yelling bits. And it's no good. It's no good. I mean, like the best Jack Nicholson movie ever, according to some people. Oh my God.
Holds up.
100% does not hold up. It didn't even hold up when it came out.
It might be the best if you've never seen like The Shining or any other movie he's been in, really.
Taxi Driver.
Sure, Taxi Driver.
Wait, no, that wasn't. No, that was De Niro. That was De Niro. I'm getting people mixed up. Like even fucking Batman, like
yeah, Batman.
Fucking Batman. You never seen Batman? You think Anger Management's the only good movie he ever did?
Hey, bro, you never seen Batman? Get the fuck out of here.
Like, I don't even like Tim Burton. But that Batman's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, those ones are all right.
Yeah, man, the one with Danny DeVito, that one's pretty good, man.
Yeah, dude. Most convincing penguin of all time.
Absolutely. I mean, because he's small like a penguin.
Yeah.
He's a small man, dude. I'm looking at it right now. He's 5 foot. 5 foot even.
He's very small. I couldn't
like,
throw him though.
Danny DeVito is one of those people that I question how the hell did you get famous? You're not good looking. You're kind of okay-ish at your trade.
You know that one Always Sunny episode where he's in the couch and he crawls out?
Yep.
There's an interview with the guy that plays Mac, and he's like, I saw Danny DeVito's asshole that day. Oh man, that's hilarious. So I think we spent enough time talking about Danny DeVito's asshole and Anger Management. Yeah.
Oh, you cocksucker! Soiled me. You've ruined me. Let's talk about Marvel. Let's talk about Marvel. This Age of Ultron is getting mighty close. Mighty close.
I will watch 500 Marvel movies. I will watch 500 more. Sorry, were you saying something?
Are we good to move on? I don't want to say when Avengers Age. Hey man, I was interested in what you were doing. That's for sure. But let's talk about we've been watching through all these Marvel films. Let's talk about Captain American, the Winter Soldier.
Captain American. This one's good. This one's really good.
This one's real fucking good. But here's the thing. I really like this movie. Gonna be hard to top, man. Gonna be hard to top. I really like this movie. Tons of good stuff. Nick Fury action, some Kobe Smulders. Man, this is 3 movies in a row, dude. This is 3 movies in a row where we've got a fake death.
Oh yeah.
Fake ass death. Feels like Disney meddling. Why with the fake deaths? Even with like the fucking Avengers, when they killed off Coulson, they're like, they made it like a whole point, and then they were like, Jake's man, alien blood, TV show. Give him his just put the alien blood on him.
Put alien blood in him, okay?
Yeah, put the alien blood in him, give him a TV show. And then in this one, they fake killed off Sam Jackson. In the last one, we saw them fake kill off Loki. The one before that, they fake killed off Pepper Potts just to bring him back. Hey, Marvel, you fuckers, when you kill people, just leave it.
Well, that's never been Marvel's strong suit. If you've ever, or really comic books in general, it's never really been their strong suit, you know.
But this is comic books and movies are different because we feed off when we're watching a movie. We feed off the emotional distress of other people, like to in a way as a form to connect with them.
Yeah, but how will we have sequels then?
Like there's a million characters. There's millions. They've already got so many characters. Hey, if you kill one of them, it's not gonna be the end of the franchise, man. You can keep going.
Or, you know, like what they do in a lot of superhero comics, put different person in the suit, give them a different name.
Yeah, man. Fucking like Lady Thor. You know?
Lady Thor, sure. Recently, Captain America got really old, so they put a black guy in Captain America's suit.
Yeah,
he's Captain America now.
I actually remember that. What's his name? Sam, whatever. The Falcon guy is now Captain America.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you're gonna kill dudes, just kill dudes. You know, like don't make like a song and goddamn dance about it.
I almost feel like they don't kill people off though because they're too scared of the backlash. Because you know when like they swapped Peter Parker's brain with Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus, yeah. Marvel was
like, Marvel was fine with it, but the fans like sent them like 20,000 letters or something, and so it ran like 30 issues, and it was like fucking incredible because it's Dr. Octopus fucking controlling Spider-Man, and that's great. And then they had to fucking bring him back, and it's like, hey, why don't you just keep it like that? Why don't you just keep it like that?
Yeah, and it's also reminiscent in ways of if you remember, this happened last year. Brian Griffin was killed off on Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a bit though. That's a bit though, right?
Yeah, they were just trying to piss people off. They had planned to bring him back. I'm positive of that.
Yeah.
But
that feels more like a fucking Seth MacFarlane doing a bit than he's like, why don't we kill him off for a couple episodes? That'd be good, right? Get people talking about the show.
I almost feel like in the original script, all 3 of those people, Loki, Pepper Potts, and Nick Fury, did actually die. They showed it to the Disney execs who've been talking about this. It's been a problem. And the Disney execs have said, no, bring him back to life, please.
It's only something that I realized was probably happening like very recently though. Because like the first time I watched these movies, I'm like, that's great shit.
But
now that I have to watch them for a job, it's like I'm kind of looking at them more critically, and it's like, oh shit, somebody fucked this script up.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, Captain America Winter Soldier is good enough as a script that it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, it's strong. It's very strong.
Like, it's really strong. The action sequences are unbelievably good in this movie. But here's a big problem with this movie. We talked about this earlier, and I can't fucking believe that they ruined it. You and I had talked about how funny it would be to see Captain America get onto an escalator for a first time and squabble about it. Hey man, he got on an escalator in this one. No escalator bit.
God damn it! Who fucked that up?
Yeah.
Who fucked that up?
Now our only hope now is that we get Thor on an escalator.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's been around too long at this point to do that bit, you know?
It's just like, like all of the bits in Thor If they had just taken all those bits and then just spread them out, that would have been way better.
Oh yeah, dude! I could have done a rewrite on that Thor script. That would have been amazing. People would have called that a masterpiece if I did a rewrite on that bitch. Fucking go up escalators and shit. Like,
yo, Thor's more of a comedy than an action flick.
Yeah, absolutely, it should be because he's fucking Thor. He doesn't know about Earth. He wants to drink mead all the time. People don't have mead. I want to see him go to a bar, try and order some mead, and then try and play pool. How good would that scene would have been? There you go. There you go. That's a free fucking scene for you.
You know what I noticed is like fucking.
Oh, Thor playing darts at a bar. Fucking there it is.
There, yeah. There's the bit. There's the bit. Somehow lightning is involved.
Yeah.
But last week we talked about Thor: The Dark World, and I noticed something hilarious in that movie. And I can't believe I forgot about this. But there's a part where they're having a feast, like right after they've won a war, and they're all sitting around drinking, and there's just like one very vague shot, but there's a guy at the table drinking something, and obviously he's out, and he goes, "I want another," and throws it to the ground. And I was like, is that a throwback? Is that a throwback to the fucking first movie when he smashed the coffee cup?
Yeah. Well, that's how they get another drink in Asgard.
Asgard, yeah. I guess they just shout they want another, throw it to the ground, and
winch, I want another.
But let's actually talk about Captain America. This was Scarlett Johansson heavy.
Pretty ScarJo heavy. When she gets that Mission Impossible mask on and like fights as that old lady, I was laughing pretty hard.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff.
It's Mission Impossible mask, dude.
Now, here's the thing too, is that like sometimes you see the actors in this movie and you're like, how the fuck did Marvel, like I know Marvel's rich, but how the shit did they get Robert Redford in on this?
Redford was on this one. It's like Jeff Bridges, okay, I get it. Iron Man 1, that's okay.
I mean, Jeff Bridges, he's running low on cash, right?
And you're like, okay, Mickey Rourke, all right, I guess he would be in this. Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, Mickey Rourke has like the year where he's just doing stuff.
Makes sense. He might be in one of these. I get that.
Guy Pearce, he's a working actor. He's a working man. That one makes sense.
And then you're like, cute. It's like, yeah, let's get Robert Redford in here. It's like, fucking Robert Redford. Hold up.
They're like, what Robert?
Get fucking Pacino in the next one? Jesus Christ!
Like, how did that meeting even go? They were like, all right, for the villain of the Captain America movie, I'm thinking Robert Redford. I'm sorry.
He's old as shit.
Everything a Marvel villain needs to be, he's old as shit.
A ginger-headed old shit.
He barely opens his eyes.
Did you ever see All Is Lost? Did you ever see All Is Lost?
I have not. Is that a Robert Redford
bad,
right?
dude. Yeah, it's just Robert Redford on a boat fucking up.
He kind of looks like skinnier Donald Trump. So yeah, let's get him in.
Yeah, absolutely.
This movie didn't really have a defined villain, which it was a bit of a problem. But they made it work.
It's Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, no, like Hydra as a whole, but like in the first movie, sure, it was Hydra, but the villain was Red Skull. Defined. Mm-hmm. Well defined. Now here's the thing too, is that Red Skull, motherfucker ain't dead. He was warped into space.
No, of course not.
So I
hope they actually do that art at some point with the Red Skull where he like controls everybody's feelings.
Yeah,
how good would that be?
Can we get Red Skull? Can we get Red Skull back in this bitch? Oh, Red Skull, that's it. That's the guy. That's the guy who's gonna do the escalator bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. We figured it out. Oh, incredible.
How'd you feel about that fucking nerd in the computer?
What, Abed? Oh,
I always found that scene weird.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit the series at all. It doesn't fit like anything.
It's weird, right? It just seems weird.
It feels out of place. It feels like it should be in like a 2100 sci-fi movie. Like 2121 AD or something like that. I made up that title, but you get the idea.
That's a real movie. It's made by Asylum Films.
Is it really 2121 AD?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure that's an Asylum film, like space movie.
Hey man, if Asylum film made a space movie, why didn't they tell me about it?
Yeah.
I'm all up for that.
They made many. They've made over 1,000 films, Chadley. So, a few of them are going to be space movies.
They're like the porn industry of actual movies because they can bump out 2 or 3 a day.
Oh man, Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. That was a fucking good one.
Hey man, that one's a banger. That one's actually a banger. Asylum
We should do an Asylum episode at some point. Well, we're doing a shark episode soon.
Dude, we're doing a Sharknado. So I mean that's Asylum. So I mean we can save it for the Sharknado.
Yeah.
We didn't say much about Captain America: Winter Soldier, but
you're free to say some words about it, Chadley.
What else can you say? There's some really good chase scenes. Bucky. Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about Bucky Larson. No, not Bucky Larson. That's a different thing. Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Larson, born to be a child star.
Bucky Barnes.
Not played by Nick Swardson.
Not played by Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier. Hey man, when I used to read comic books as a kid, I always thought the Winter Soldier was a badass, like a fucking awesome villain, and he was good. He was a great villain in this.
You like the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Winter Soldier. But here's my problem: is that actor's no good. So
yeah, you don't like that guy? What is his name?
I know it's like Justin Moore. Am I making something up here?
Justin Long. Okay, great stuff. Moving on.
Justin Long. I don't know why they would hire him because he's just not good. Like he
tried to be brooding in this.
Yeah, he brooded. And he was like, that guy on the bridge. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's like actually a reaction I had when he was like, who's the guy on the bridge? I was like, maybe it's your fucking acting coach, you shithead. Like, no wonder you don't recognize him because you don't know shit about shit. Then we got Anthony Mackie, who was introduced in this movie, and he rules. He played Sam Wilson as the Falcon. Because hey, man, if there's anything,
it's so fucking good, dude.
If there's anything this Avengers franchise is lacking, it's more superheroes.
Well, see, like the best thing about that guy is like I knew he was gonna be good because in the first tens, like he's in the first scene, right?
Yeah.
And like even that is like the best shit.
No.
And
I also really liked that Captain America, Steve Rogers, he had like a list of shit on his iPhone that he needed to check out, and he had like the Beatles on there and like Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Just like a list of shit that he needed to check out.
You know what's really good? That scene in the elevator. They played all of that before Thor, like in its entirety, like the 8-minute elevator scene.
Did they?
I always think about that.
I don't remember.
When I went to see Thor: The Dark World,
I don't think I saw Thor: The Dark World in theaters. I think that was
in theaters. They played the entire 8-minute scene. But I have another story about his Captain America movie. Okay. I remember seeing this, and I was like, I'm not done today. I want to do a double feature. And you know what movie I got to see right after this?
Hit me with it.
Grand Budapest Hotel, baby.
Oh,
one of the best double features of all time. They came out like the same weekend.
I saw this movie. My brother and I had just gone to the zoo. We had just gone to the zoo and we were like leaving. We were leaving like an hour before because we wanted to go see Captain America. And there was like a machine that you had to pay for your parking, and it ate our credit card. So we were like really late for the movie because like we had to call a guy, and a guy had to come down and open up the credit card machine. That's what I remember about seeing Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's a really good one. So for sure, watch it.
Fuck, it's real good. Like it's one of the best, easily one of the best. It's like this is like top 3 material.
Yeah, it's up there.
We'll have to wait. Yeah, well,
yeah, it's on my top 5, I believe.
Yeah, it is on my top 5, and but I mean, it might not be. I mean, it might not be after I see Age of Ultron. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see till next episode, and we'll do our top 5. Top 5 Marvel movies is going to be next week, but next we're going to talk about a most violent year.
Most violent year.
So, a most violent year is about. So J.C. Shandor was like, decided he was going to direct a movie, and this was J.C. Shandor's thought process. I guarantee it. Well, gee whiz, I could really use an Oscar. That was it. That was the only.
Yeah, it was trying. It was trying, man.
It was trying real hard. But here's the thing: you don't win Oscars for directing movies about the most boring criminals in history.
Yeah, yeah.
I was shocked at this movie at how little happens. I can tell there's a good movie in here somewhere. You know what I mean?
Almost nothing.
Like you can tell that this definitely has a good movie within it. Because you got Jessica Chastain. She's got Jessica Chastain. She's really good. You got Oscar Isaac. He's really good.
Well,
and
like all the performances were fucking good. Like,
here's the thing: is that all the performances were really good, but nobody even fucking held a candle to Albert Brooks in this joint. He was on fire, dude.
Oh, yeah. Albert Brooks is the king, dude. Albert Brooks has always been the king.
Dude, he was on fire in this joint, and it was amazing. But what would you say this movie's even about? I mean, you got this guy, and he's clearly a criminal, but like the world's nicest criminal.
What did you say?
I said this movie's about...
The whole section got cut out.
Okay. So basically what this movie's about is you got the world's nicest criminal, and he's such a nice guy that all the crime he does is like barely crime. And then the DA
yeah, absolutely.
The DA is coming, and they're like, oh, we're gonna investigate you, and he was like, okay, come and investigate me, and then they did, and then he was just kind of like, you know what, I'm an innocent man, but this is bad for business, so don't investigate me anymore.
I'm a good man. I'm an innocent man. That's my Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. He's like, he's like, I'm a good man, don't investigate me anymore. And then David Oello, who's the cop, he's just like, okay. And then the credits happen.
Well, the guy kills himself at the end. Hey, for a movie called The Most Violent Year, not that violent.
Yeah, there was one death, and it was self-inflicted.
Relatively low on the violence.
I mean, little kid found a gun.
Okay, I didn't watch the trailer, but apparently, and if you watch the trailer, don't think you would have came into this with the correct expectations.
Absolutely. It was surprising. I thought going into it, you know what, this was going to be a pretty good movie. I thought it was going to be almost Oscar quality. And what we got instead was like adults talking about gas prices for 2 hours.
Wow, beautiful shot movie.
Yeah,
great performances, but
cinematography and performances were great. Like I can almost imagine Oscar Isaac getting...
This J.C. Chandler guy, he also did that Robert Redford movie, All Is Lost, that we were just talking about.
Did he really? You know what? You're right. So he fucking did. That's insane. He's only directed 4 movies ever. All Is Lost, Margin Call, and a short film. So technically, he's only directed 3. And it shows...
I've heard Margin Call is pretty good.
It shows, man, that he's only directed a couple of movies, because this is... Not to mention, if you look at the cover, which I'm looking at right now, you get like a side shot of Jessica Chastain's boobs. Hey, man, not a lot of boob in this movie.
No, this was It's a sexless movie.
It's just
it's the most unsexy. This is the rush of movies.
It was a snoozer. Now, we were talking one time on the podcast about like how sometimes when you watch a movie, if it's boring, you start playing on your iPhone. Well, I was playing hard, bro. I was playing hard. I had Bejeweled going.
And I'm like, this has got to be almost over. 44 minutes into the movie.
That same thing happened to me. Like if I have to stop and check like how much longer left in the movie, that means that I'm not interested. I'm not interested, and it's a boring ass movie. I would recommend The Most Violent Year probably to nobody because it's another one of those movies that doesn't really have an audience.
I think this one's more clear cut. It's for
I mean, it's better than the Cobbler. Like, I mean, I'll give it that.
yeah, I guess that's not much to go by though. It's just I wish something would happen. Like that's the whole time I'm like, man, I hope something happens in this movie, and then nothing fucking happened.
But I mean, like the part where the gas truck flipped over and then they went into a chase scene, I was like, oh fuck, boys, here we go. And then he was like, nah. I was like, no, please keep chasing him, please
chase him more.
Please. Oh, it's shocking. It's shocking. And overall, I was incredibly disappointed by this movie. I wouldn't say it was an overly bad movie. It just was. I don't. And not to mention, like, for a movie that like has nothing, where nothing happens, 2 hours and 10 minutes is a bit much.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a movie where, I like the part where he was training the kids to sell gas to people. I like that.
Yeah, the performances save it because like everybody was good in it. So
yeah, there wasn't a weak performance among them. You got David Oello, who's incredible. Oscar Isaac's also incredible, or Oscar Isaac. Jessica Chastain. I love Jessica Chastain. She might be my favorite actress right now.
Oscar Isaac's coming up for me, man. Like the last 4 things he's done has been fucking so good.
And then Albert Brooks, man.
I'm glad Oscar Isaac's blowing up right now because like he's so fucking good. He's like, I don't know. He's like that Tom Hardy thing. Like he's just so fucking good. I'm glad he's in everything.
I mean. What is he? Oh, he's gonna be, holy shit! He's gonna be Apocalypse.
Yeah,
dude's gonna be Apocalypse.
Dude's gonna be a super villain, man.
Oh, dude, shit, that's gonna be good.
He's also gonna be in Star Wars or something. That should be good. 7
and 8. So, I mean, he kind of looks like he belongs in the Star Wars universe. You know what I mean?
In Ex Machina, he has like a shaved head, and like. He's real ripped and shit. I'm like, he looks Star Wars ripped.
Is he a strong man, Oscar Isaac?
He's pretty strong. He's not that tall, but he's looking pretty strong these days.
So he's like Marky Mark strong. He's not The Rock strong.
Yeah, he's Marky Mark strong.
What are you, a strong nerd or something?
Yeah, what is that fucking movie? Is he a strong nerd or some shit?
So I say, as much as I hate to say it, and I wish I didn't have to say the following words. I give The Most Violent Year 100% fuck no.
I agree, unfortunately, because it seems like there's a good concept in there. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a good script. It's just buried underneath a bad one.
If it's like, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it. It's so boring.
It was drier than There Will Be Blood, and the difference is There Will Be Blood had payoffs. Like, There Will Be Blood so dry, but every like 3 or 4 scenes, there's a scene that makes you go, "Whoa, fuck!"
Yeah.
And this just didn't have that. The only scene where I was like, "Oh, fuck," was when the guy killed himself, and that was it. That was it.
Yeah. So what do we got next week, Charlie? It's
next week.
You know what it is? You know what? It's time for summer blockbusters.
We're jumping right into summer blockbuster season. We're just coming out of what did we just do? Oscar season?
Well, this was the down period in between Oscar season and Summer blockbusters. So
yeah, once we hit September again, we'll have the lull. But this week we're gonna watch Fast and the Furious 7.
Oh, I've already seen it. It's so good. It's the best Fast and Furious movie. It's the best Fast and Furious movie.
Will I like it if I haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious movies since the third?
Nope, probably not. I'd recommend watch 5 and 6.
Watch 5. You know what? Okay, I'll watch 5 and 6. Hey man, I got time. What do I got to do, right?
If you watch 5 and 6, you'll be caught up enough, I think.
Okay.
4 is one of the weakest anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
If it doesn't got The Rock, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Then we're gonna watch Get Hard, which I'm super not looking forward to.
Because Fast and Furious 7 is it's like it happens almost directly after the 6th one, so you should probably watch that one.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And if I watch them back to back, maybe I'll like it even more.
Yeah. Yeah. Get Hard.
Yeah, this should be bad.
No, you'll love it. I'm sure you'll love it.
I can't.
Your 2 favorite actors.
Dude, no. Kevin Hart got a Comedic Genius Award at the MTV Movie Awards, and I was like, I don't know if they know what comedy means.
His stand-up is very funny.
You know what? I've actually heard that, but like he got it for his comedic roles.
Yeah, he does this one bit that's one of my favorite comedy bits of all time, where he doesn't like to give homeless people money because he doesn't want their bum hands to touch him. And that's a fucking gold. So God bless you, Kevin Hart. He's a funny guy. It's just he's not a very good actor.
I've just stumbled upon something that is blowing my mind right now. I was looking at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is going to be in a Captain Underpants movie.
Holy shit.
Do you remember those fucking books?
Yeah, dude. I remember him like the back of my hand.
But here's the crazy part.
Flip card. Well, who's he playing?
He's playing George Beard. He's playing George, the little kid.
Yeah, okay.
Guess who's playing Captain Underpants? Just take a wild guess.
Larry the Cable Guy.
It's better than that, dude. It's better than that. Ed Helms.
Oh man. Why? They're all 40. They're all 40.
Well, I think it's animated.
Okay, it's animated. Yeah. Right.
Well, like I wish it wasn't, because Ed Helms running around as Captain Underpants might be the funniest idea.
How good would that be?
Like, it would be the funniest thing of all time. Last movie we're gonna watch this week. It's a big one. And we've been building up to it for like 2 months. We're gonna watch Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Ooh, action-packed episode.
And you know what happens? You know what happens if Age of Ultron's bad, right? It's gonna be a full episode of cursing James Spader.
Oh yeah.
full episode.
Well, you don't know who James Spader is, so it's not really a big issue.
True. I'll look him up. See some movies he's been in. Even if I haven't seen him, I'll cuss him out.
That's we'll also do the top 5 Marvel movies, Marvel Universe movies.
And I bet I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, wait a minute, why are you going from Captain America to Avengers? You're missing one in between. Well, we already did Guardians of the Galaxy. You can check that episode out. We reviewed it with Interstellar in the fall.
Episode 19. No, I don't know what episode actually, but like I figured I'd throw in a number.
That might be close.
It's probably close.
The only thing I remember about that episode is it was the same week we did Moonraker.
Oh yeah.
Which I love.
Space Week. Remember that shit?
Yeah, Space Week. Which I don't love Moonraker.
I was in the shower today and I was thinking about James Bond. I'm like, man, I should watch those movies again. It's been like 2 months and I already want to watch them all again.
Well, my friend Adam's a big fan of James Bond, and every time we talk about it, I was like, he was telling me that last weekend there was an AMC, or the Action Channel was just doing the entire series back to back.
I've watched them on there before, so
yeah, and he watched a little bit of it.
Thunderball on Action. I've seen Thunderball in action maybe 4 times, just because that's the one that seemingly they're always playing. So it's like, I'll watch it. Thunderball. Thunderball's good.
Yeah, man, Thunderball's real good, dude.
Yeah.
So that'll be next week. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be fucking
starting The fucking episodes are getting packed. They're getting real packed. They're getting packed. They're getting real packed, Chadley.
Stop it.
Find me on Twitter at Jesus H. Macy.
Chadley.
PunchNerds.com.